Hi everybody, I'm Brianna and I am at a 3-day witch camp for Beltane in a forest on Vancouver Island, and I had the opportunity to interview the creator of this witch camp called West Coast Witch Camp. And so let's talk to Jen, the creator, and see what she has to say about building this community and what it means to her and about the themes of Beltane. Do you want to introduce yourself and what we're doing here, why we're here?
Yes. My name is Jenuine Nation. I am the lead facilitator, I guess, owner of West Coast Witch Camp. And today we're at Spring Witch Camp, and we're celebrating Beltane today. We just danced around the maypole with 43 people, and it was awesome. Intense energy. It was like just beautiful. It looks beautiful. It was beautiful. And we're about to start jumping over the bellfire. And then, yay. And then later today, we're going to do a surprise for everyone. It's the rebirth structure. And I'm not going to tell Brianna what we're doing, but she will be filming it. I'm really excited. This is, I think, my 5th year doing witch camp or something like that. And it's like I can't remember how many witch camps now. It doesn't matter really. Twice a year I do witch camp. Right now we've been doing spring and autumn. And my intention, originally and still is to bring community together. And my gift is to bring community together and create experiences. And I like to leave an element of surprise for the experience, the lead experience of the weekend. I have an incredible group of people behind me called the Weavers. We have 14 volunteers that work so hard. When I tell them my vision 6 months before each camp, I always go, oh, they're going to think I'm a little nuts, but they always go, yay, this sounds amazing, and let's do it. And then they jump in feet first, and they help me create an incredible event for all the participants. I'm just so blessed that my vision years ago of creating community in a camp environment where we're safe and we're loved and there's no drama and we're just celebrating our craft as witches, as high priestesses to newbies to witch curious perhaps. And we're developing slowly over the years. So I say every year it's about 5 people join. I think that's actually perfect. I do interview each person ahead of time to make sure they're a good fit for camp. And I think that's also really important because we're developing like a family, a community of people that gather twice a year, no matter what, to celebrate the seasons. And it's exciting. I'm excited right now. This is like the best ever yet.
That's amazing.
Right?
The maypole.
Like 43 people doing a maypole is a big adventure.
It got pretty tight.
It got pretty tight. we lubricated quite well beforehand, and I don't know if you can see glittered.
Yeah.
And then the masculine ones went off to prepare the pole, and when they came back carrying it in with the deep drums, I was excited, and that's the way we should be. Celebrating bringing in fertility in our lives right now. What are we birthing? And it just so happens this rebirth is a part of that too. So I can't wait to share that with you.
Do you want to mention what it means to drop into one of the life force energies, the masculine and the feminine?
Yeah, and it doesn't matter. I don't think it's really how you identify, as, your gender. I think it's where you're at right now. So there's some people that certain years will say, I'm really diving in and dropping into my masculine right now, Jen. I'm like, perfect. Then I guess you're one of the pole carriers.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I don't want to just say men over here and women over there. That's not how the real world works.
Yeah.
So if someone's feeling in their masculine, I embrace them to go off and do the masculine portion. And if you're dropping into your feminine, and it really to me means that you're feeling the feminine juices flowing in your body. You're feeling that you're really embracing the womb energy. You're the impregnation. How do you say that? How do you even say that word? Impregnate?
Creation.
I just might have creation. There we go. And then for the masculine energy, it's bringing in that fertility portion, bringing in the life force energy with us, you know, like, so there's so much to it, like, and every single person I spoke to this weekend has a little beautiful view on how that looks to them, right?
It's very personal and very much a reflection of what's happening on the earth during Beltane. During this midpoint of spring.
And that's what we do at Witch Camp, is we celebrate the seasons and how it affects us in our lives, everyday lives, what we're going towards. If we've planted seeds, are we growing them? Are we feeding them? Are we nurturing them? If we're in the growing times, you know, how are we tending our gardens in our lives, right? And as we dive into the darker times again, and it's what are we letting go of? What are we allowing to compost? I'm big on that right now. What are we allowing to compost in our lives? And I'm also really encouraging people, and this has really been big for me over the last couple of years, is a lot of times when you go into the darker months, people are fearing that dark time, the loneliness, perhaps not so much socialization, the unknown. And I'm trying to encourage more hibernation skills, more writing and art, and creating items from the harvest from the past of the year. Embracing that time to sleep more and rest, because right now we just dance for how many minutes around the maypole vigorously. We need the energy for that. So if you allow yourself to rest during the winter months and do other things that are more restful, you'll find yourself more in balance as you enter the spring.
And now's the time also to start taking action towards the goals, the things that we realized while we were in deep rest.
What do we want to birth into our lives?
Exactly.
And we're doing it.
January's not the time for resolutions.
No, it's so not the time. When people say I did a New Year's resolution, I'm like, oh, I don't think it's going to work. It might, if they're really into it, but I tend to just wait for this time of the year where my ideas have come into fruition, like not fruition, but the seeds are planted. I'm planting my seeds right now, and so it goes with the seasons.
I think that's why a lot of people do get their gym memberships for January and then don't continue, because it's just not the right time of the year. To start something
I've done
like
it.
that. Yeah, we've all done it.
I've done a gym membership.
It's the human condition.
That's awesome. It's really a time of year just to look at the land. Look at the world. What is happening around our land right now? Why don't we just mirror image the animals and the land around us, because they know, naturally know, and so do we. We all have it in us to know all this knowledge. It just needs to be reawakened, right? And that's what Witch Camp is all about.
And when you started Witch Camp, were you just craving community? Had you experienced it somewhere else?
No, I haven't. I think I was craving gatherings of not just random people all the time, but more of a community that grew together. And then, but as I was kind of planting that seed, others came to me and said, oh, I wish we had this. And I'm like, wow, this is really needed. Like, it's not just me, it was everyone saying there's a place to go twice a year that we all gather. And if we haven't seen each other in that 6 months, it's like, hey, how's it going, right? And for the new people coming into supporting them in their experience. So I just think it was me seeing that I was good at gathering people, so in other ways in my life. So I thought, why not gather the witches? And here we are.
And last night you red corded Jenny.
Yes.
And you did that
Jenny
last year
became
as
a
well.
butterfly.
Yes. Oh my God.
It was beautiful.
Jenny's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And what does the courting journey mean for you as a facilitator, as a person who's now moved into actually courting people? Because you're a black court.
I am.
And so, tell us about that.
It means to me, it's a journey of self-discovery. That's number one for me. It shouldn't be a race. So you shouldn't be trying to get your cords like it's like in karate. It's
because
not like that.
You said you got your white cord
I've
a couple
got
times.
2 white cords, yes. So for me, my journey's taken me 30 years. Oh, actually more than that, 40 years. So, and it was about, about 40 years from first white cord to black cord.
Wow.
And some people would think that was really slow. And I'm like, well, what is slow? It's really about my own personal journey. And I really take it seriously about people wanting to be white corded. Okay, so why? And are you wanting to dedicate to yourself this journey and the work that's involved? it's not easy all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So when Jenny decided she wanted to become a priestess in Red Cord, and that's what it means to me, she was already in that stage in her life. She just wanted to be recognized and within herself. And that I want to share a saying that I came up with. I think I made it up because I wrote it in my journal.
Okay.
I always believe you're not courted above somebody, you're courted within yourself.
Mm.
So when you're courting, it's a journey that you've done for yourself. So courting is about a journey within, and it's a journey that is taken carefully, and you should have a mentor, at least one, but you can have more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Many of my students have myself and Krista Thornhill,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very grateful to Krista for helping me with my students, because I also don't take too many on. So 2 white cords a year is kind of, I think, perfect for me, but I'm, again, a slow roll on the initiation process.
Mm-hmm.
There is work to be done.
Yeah.
But we always know when someone's ready, and they know too when they're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. Yay!
Great. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Brianna. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching, and if you'd like to check out my other witch camp videos, you can find those in the playlist that I've made. And yeah, thank you for being a part of this community, and see you next time.